Hello, energy party people. Okay, let's give the crowd a chance to calm down. Thank you, thank you. Everyone sit down. Sit down. It's all right. To quote my favorite comedian, Tig Notaro, she always says, "I'm just a person." Anyway, I thought while we're waiting for the crowd to show up, I am going to do a little smudging of the room or of my space here. I am lighting some Palo Santo wood. That is my preferred smudging substance. Yeah, and when we used to clear houses in person, I clear houses remotely now, but when we used to clear houses in person, we'd always give the residents a piece of Palo Santo. It's lovely smelling, and sage is a little bit much for some people. Some people think it smells like pot, whatever. Okay. Oh, I see my special guest is in the green room. Hopefully he's enjoying some snacks and some fun. Anyway, okay, so welcome to another, that's right, rousing episode of Magic Mondays. Yeah, and okay, what have I done here? I want to be able to see the chatting for anybody who shows up, and I seem to have lost my ability to do that. I have some extra tools here because I am, oh my gosh, how do I have, okay. So, oh, okay. Figured that out. Okay, now I can see. Hi, Yvonne. I'm so glad you're here. Hi, Erica, and hi, Art, if you're with Erica or Artica. They're amazing musicians and fabulous people who I hope are moving to California. We'll have to chat, Erica, and find out. Yeah, so welcome to another Magic Mondays. I'm your host, Colleen McCann, and if you've never seen me before, I am an energy healer and general fabulous person. Anyway, yeah, today's episode is brought to you, or brought to all of us by my sponsor, the Zoomsday Preppers. Yeah, that's right, Zoomsday Preppers. They are the screen appearance, sorry sponsor, screen appearance enhancing experts. So if you've got that special meeting coming up and you kind of don't look great on video or whatever social media, why do I try to use technical words? Anyway, they're your people. They'll get you looking good. They'll get your little background set up, and they'll make you look like the superstar that you at least want to look like, even if you're not really that superstar. Zoomsday Preppers. That's right. Yeah, so I'm excited. I'm actually paying for StreamYard. I'm paying so you don't see StreamYard up in the corner. Everything's backwards. Yeah, so, and I'm going to share some pictures and stuff. So I'm pretty excited about that. And as I mentioned, I have a special guest today. He's a very special person to me, but we'll get to him in a moment. Yeah, so let's see. Oh yeah, last week, well, I hope you're all doing well, or at least hanging in there in these fucking crazy ass times. Yeah. And one of the things that's really helping me is, as I mentioned last week, I'm getting back into what I used to do back in the day, is I'm getting back into having more rituals that I do. Yeah, and that really helps keep me focused on what I do want. And I don't know about you, but this brain goes to all kinds of places like what if, and down rabbit holes to hell, and that does not serve me. So shocker. Yeah, so we got, as I mentioned last week, I got real inspired to create my I can do this, my altar. I already had one, but now I'm using it and I'm paying attention to it, so I cleaned it up, and I'm going to share a picture right now. And I talked to a guy at StreamYard about, hey, how can I share a picture? And he gave me a couple ways, and the way that I want to use does not work for me, apparently. Maybe my IT guy my guest can help me at a different time. But anyway, yeah, so I'm going to attempt to share a picture right now. No, that's not it. Oh, here we go. So here is a picture of my altar. So yeah, so we've got like, I don't know if you can see my cursor, you probably can't, but there's like a little Merkaba crystal at the front, which is supposed to be a time-space traveling device of some sort. Yeah, and I got my magic wand, I've got my selenite, and I do love a good salt lamp. If you've ever been to my house, you know I love a good salt lamp because I have them all over the place. In fact, my mom loves them too. My mom, who I haven't really talked to in a while, but we'll see what happens in the future. No doors are closed. But yeah, she lives closer to the ocean than we do. I think we live probably about 10 miles away, and she lives probably like 1 mile away. Anyway, don't get too excited. It's east. They live east of I-5, which is a big demarcation down here in San Diego. If you live west of I-5, that's pretty sweet. But as Dave says, being from the Midwest and all, he's like, we live close to the ocean. It's all relative. I'm thinking we don't, but 10 miles is not a lot. Anywho, but my mom used to, I don't know if she still does, but she would get salt lamps because she loves them, but they live so close to the ocean, I guess, that they would bleed and get all salty and flaky. And so she'd give them to me, and I have them all over the house. Yeah, and I got this, oh, can't do this. Wow, there's one to my right, which is a salt bowl with balls in it. You can use for massage, or I just think they look cool. And you might notice there's a new picture behind me. Yes, another spanking picture. That's right, because that was right before I officiated my first wedding for my lovely friends Iris and Mary a couple of years ago. Yeah. Oh shit, I missed their wedding anniversary. I think it was the 22nd of this month. Sorry, ladies. Happy anniversary. Yeah, nobody remembers my anniversary, so why should I remember others? But it's kind of extra special because I got to officiate it. And of course, the picture above where Dave's spanking me the first time, spontaneously, for the professional photographers, he was about to officiate my brother's wedding. And I was the matron of honor. It was me at 50. So I was just a lass of 50 at that time, because we all know I'm 55 and a half now, as I've bragged about. And I was with a bunch of 20-somethings. But it was great. It was super fun. But yeah, because 50 is when I started tripping on age a little bit. So wah, wah. Anyway, yeah, so I thought I would show you my moon water. So I've decided that part of my ritual each month will be taking advantage of the beautiful moon's energy. And I'm going to look more into the new moon energy, but I've got a good start on playing with the full moon energy. And this one was a doozy, I guess, because enhanced by the equinox. I hope you've all had a lovely shift of seasons. I think I was kind of down for the count yesterday. I didn't feel sick, well, a little bit of a headache, but wasn't in a bad mood. I wasn't sad or depressed, but I just, yeah, I just couldn't do anything. I have all kinds of things I'm interested in, so that's exciting because that's not always the case. But yeah, I laid on the couch and watched. That's right. I spent some time at the hospital in surgery. That's right. At what's it called now? Grace Sloan Memorial Hospital on Grey's Anatomy. Yes, I'm already at like season 11. Whew. Yeah, this has been quite a binge because there's like, is it almost 300 episodes or more than 300 episodes? Yeah. Anyway, I know that's really important. But yeah, I'm drinking my moon water. I've got some crystals in it where I'm focusing on certain things. And one of the things, like what I have written here, and it's attached to the bottle, I have written things that I wanted to let go of and where I wanted to go. So I wrote about things that I want to end and where I want to go, like a new start. And I posted something on Facebook the other day. Oh, I should have put it up here, but who cares? But I saw this weird thing, and it turns out it was a bee molting. I thought it was two bees doing it, but no, it was two bees. It was a bee that looked like two bees, but when you look closer, it's like, no shit, he's releasing her exoskeleton, I guess, including an outline of some of the legs and the stinger. It's like so cool. I didn't even know that was a thing until I Googled it. And sadly, our worm poop or our bird poop caterpillar ran out of leaves, and on his route trying to find another leaf to eat so he could, I guess, turn into a butterfly at some point. I found him dead, covered with tiny little ants. Yeah, so rest in peace. Yeah. So, okay. But the full moon water, I'm drinking it occasionally, and it really helped me get clear on, like, I sat my ass down full moon night and wrote out, like, what do I really want to change? What do I want to shift? And it's been really powerful. I'm not going to lie. And I have been on fire, but not in a bad way, like back in witch days where a lot of us were killed. Yeah, so fire in a good way. Yeah, so you might want to consider thinking about moon energy and playing with that. Yeah, so let's see. Okay, oh, it's 11:11, at least on the East Coast, or the East Coast. Wow, the West Coast, where I live in California, in Southern California. But anyway, wherever you are, it doesn't matter. Oh yeah, Erica, I think yours is 1:11, right? Okay, I need to get back to comments. Oh, hi, I have to welcome a few more people. Yay, hi Pam, I'm glad you made it. And hi Mary, yay. And Mary, I'll just, well, I'll let you know officially, but Dave and I are coming up to Sacramento and we wanted to invite you to a barbecue. You and my guest today. Anyway, I'll send you the details later. So, blah, 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 blah. I have a TV program that just fills my heart with joy, and I find myself just smiling uncontrollably most of it, most like throughout almost the whole each episode. And it's called Love on the Spectrum, and it's just really sweet about people who are just a little bit different. Their brains are wired a little bit different. Some may say my brain is wired a little different. Oh shit! I didn't stop for the magic moment. God damn it. Okay, well, we're just going to go back a few moments and we're going to stop and have a magic moment. I'm a little ahead of myself, as always, so I'm going to shut the fuck up for a second and have a goddamn magic moment. You can join me if you like. Make a wish. Okay, so yeah, Love on the Spectrum, it's on Netflix, and season 2 just came out, and I think Great British Baking Show is coming back too. And it's just one of those shows that is soothing to my soul. And being a sensitive person, I need all the soothing of my soul that I can get sometimes. You know what else is soothing to my soul? This is a book I got probably when it first came out. I believe I got it as a Christmas gift. And it is called Cruel Shoes by Steve Martin, Sir Steve Martin. This is a really quick story, and it just makes me so happy. So I'm going to read it to you now. Oh, and hi, Laura. I'm glad you're here. Laura sent me, so Laura was my guest last week, and she was a rock star. And I think she looks like Melissa Villaseñor from SNL, who I love, who is beautiful and hilarious. Anyway, yeah. And fuck you, John Belushi, for saying that women weren't funny. Yeah, I know you're dead and all, and you had a tragic death, but not cool, John. Not cool, because I've loved you before, and I guess I can still love Little Chocolate Donuts, which is my favorite skit from back in old SNL days. Okay, but more importantly, let's have a dramatic reading before I invite my special guest on. This one's called The Day the Dopes Came Over. I believe this book came out in 1977, so that would have made me about 11. Okay. And I have several Steve Martin record albums. Yeah. Okay. I was sitting at home, peeking through my blinds at my neighbor's wife, minding my own business, when my doorbell rang. "Who's there?" I shouted. "We don't know," came the reply. I immediately knew the dopes had come over. I opened the door and invited them in. I was happy to have company, even if they were a bunch of dopes. "Well, what brings you over this way?" I queried. Yup, 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 they said. Would you like some coffee, I asked. Gol, said one dope. How long have we been here? About 2 minutes. Gol, we should have left hours ago. And they packed up some of my things and lumbered out. Goodbye, dopes, I shouted. They turned to me and shouted back, goodbye, you big fucking idiot. Oh my God. I love that story so much. Okay, so that being said, very important. Oh, one more thing before my friend comes on here. I'm going to play with my new thing again. I'm going to share the screen, which I wish it could just be on the side so you can still see me talking, because we need that. But this will just be right in the middle again, but this is how it goes. And I'm a little excited because I can share pictures. So I'm thinking this is kind of my, I hate to say Pledge of Allegiance because, yeah, but this is basically my motto. So I'm going to show it. Here we go. The universe isn't a conspiracy for my happiness. The universe always has my back. Therefore, if it's happening to me, it's happening for me. So what is the universe bringing to my attention for my highest growth, healing, and happiness? I kid you not, this is a lifesaver to me. Yeah, when the shit hits the fan and I'm really upset, or just a little upset, but especially, let's use a good juicy example, like when I'm really upset, like, well, I'll use when, I've used this before, but when Ruth Bader Ginsburg died, of course, me as a human, like I was so happy for her because I know she'd been dealing with cancer again and again, I think, and man, the work that woman put in, that tiny little woman, like did so much for all of us, especially us women. And what a rock star. And when she died, I got real triggered about like women's rights and just, yeah. And so it was, I had that feeling of like, nothing can ever be okay again. Like the world's coming to an end. And so I sit with that for a while, and I've gotten to the point, this is something I've trained myself on. Like it didn't used to be my thought like, oh gosh, this must be a gift to me feeling like absolute fucking dog shit. But no, I do believe it is. And I just spit. I'm sorry if you saw that. I am a human. I'm just a person. Yeah. And when I'm feeling really upset, I give myself a moment, but there's always a part of me, it's always like over the shoulder going, oh, Muffin, you know, you're gonna feel fine in just a few minutes as soon as I can get out my pendulum and stand to check myself. And sometimes when I'm in the thick of it, I have no interest in checking myself. I'd rather just feel like shit for a while. It's almost comfortable sometimes because I have such a history of feeling like shit. Yeah. Anyway, so I go to that and I remember, okay, the universe has my back. I truly believe, and I think this is really important if you choose to, take a stand. Do you believe this is a loving, supportive universe that has your back? Or do you believe this is a cold, chaotic, who gives a fuck universe? Just taking that first step is, I think, crucial. Yeah, and I truly believe the universe is on my side. And when something happens that doesn't feel good, I still believe the universe is on my side, and it's old energy, more than likely, bubbling up to the surface that got triggered by something in my world. But really, it's a gift to me because it's resonating with this old energy that wants to be healed, this old unprocessed energy. So, yay. Okay. So, hi, Karen. Thanks for joining us. But back to Laura from last week. I got a really nice, rather long text from her saying that things shifted for her after being on my show. Yay! And I'm not saying that to like try to toot my own horn, but anyway, so. But if I got to be a part of it, if I got to facilitate some magic for her, fuck yeah, sign me up. Yeah, and I'm just going to throw this out there because I'll probably forget. But I had a real epiphany the other day. When I work on people, I get pretty knocked out. Like I expend a great deal of energy. So I'm always trying to figure out how can I allow more people to come into my world and get sessions, like regular sessions, like just you and me. Yeah, and I only offer 2 sessions. I offer a full session, which is an hour, probably plus. Um, yeah, and I also offer a mini session, and that's a half hour of my time, which I do completely on my own. Um, yeah, and I'll just say it, it's 75 bucks for a mini session. A full session is 150. But the mini session is packed, like packed with action. Yeah, I get a lot of done in a mini session, and I kind of fell in love with doing mini sessions because I do them completely on my own. And when I'm working with another person, which I love to work with people, people are kind of the worst, but I tend to love the people who work with me. They tend to be my people because they tend to be sensitive. Um, and I always think of like, yeah, I want to do more full sessions, but I've really fallen in love with doing the mini sessions because I do them when I feel like it, when my energy is good. And then I send the recording to the person when it's done. And yeah, I did 3 of them this past Saturday, and it just felt so great. And I just want to encourage people, if you're interested in this kind of work, I know I'm not the only show in town for energy work, but if you'd ever like a mini session, send me a message or go to my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. And what I'd like to offer this is only for new clients. So if you've ever had a session with me before, I would love to work with you again. But this offer is only for brand new people, and I'm offering $25 off your first mini session. So that would be only $50. And, if you have a loved one that hasn't passed and you're feeling it and that gets cleared, well, that alone, I think, is worth the price of admission. But you never know what is going to energetically show up for you in these sessions. Yeah, so I've fallen in love with doing mini sessions, and I want to do a whole bunch of mini sessions during the week. Yeah, and I think people sometimes think that they need the one-on-one on the phone session, and that's cool. And if you do, that's great. And you can pay me $150. I would love that exchange of energy. But really consider, if you want to dip your toe in, a $75 or $50 if you're a first timer, is a really nice way to get dip your toe in the energetic waters and see what it's all about, or at least my version of it. And yeah, really cool things happen. Okay. So thank you so much to Laura for last week. It was a pleasure working with you, and you're wonderful. Yeah, so the first 3 people that sign up for a first 3 brand new people who sign up for a mini session before the end of the month. So sometime before the 1st, send me a message and we can set up a mini session for $50 instead of $75. Anyway, I hate talking about this stuff, so that's why I'm doing it. Because otherwise, how the fuck am I going to get myself out there? She says, as the glamorous lady that she is. Okay, that's enough of this. So let's invite my good friend from college, Coop. Hi, Coop.
Hey.
So it's so nice to see you. So Coop and I have known each other since, I think, 1987. So it's been a while. Yeah, and he was in a fraternity that my best friend Sadie and I would frequent. Yeah, like I wasn't into the whole Greek thing. My motto, no offense, Coop, because clearly you got what you wanted out of Sigma Chi, or at least I got what you. Okay, whatever. But when Sadie, not to call out Sadie, but when Sadie, okay, first, hi, Coop. So, as I just blather on. But when my roommate Sadie, so we were paired up in the dorms, and she's still my best friend to this day. When she told me she was rushing sorority, I'm like, ugh, whatever. She got fined all the time because she wouldn't go. She just wanted to go to the dances and stuff, the parties, and she'd get fined all the time for not going to meetings. But I always thought, I'm not going to pay money to make friends. So that was my asshole attitude about that. It was right for me, I think. I'm not a good joiner. Yeah, but anyway, so I kind of know how you're doing today, Coop, but how are you doing today, Coop?
Okay. That's what he says, right?
You're here.
Okay.
You're here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While I'm here, though, we'll just cut right to the chase.
Please.
So, I mean, it's kind of a cliche. I'm stuck. So, yeah, I am stuck.
Oh, you're the one.
Yes, I am stuck. But more than just being stuck, part of me is keeping myself stuck. I mean, I know what to do. I know what I want to do. I know what I should do. I know what I want to be. But I don't do it. I mean, it goes pretty much in every aspect of my life. I mean, from work to even just like going places and having fun with my friend. I feel inert. I just don't. I feel like I don't do anything. I am just existing and waiting to die, kind of in a way. I have just too much that I still feel like I've always felt like I was meant to do something. I'm not sure what that purpose is, but yeah, I'm not really ready to just run out the clock, So it's just been very frustrating for me to see. Last year, I had basically a chance to start a brand new life, financially, professionally, personally, and I look at what I've done with the year, and it's zero. I have nothing to show for it, and it's been going on like this for years. And I just see myself kind of like I'm in a car, I'm driving towards a cliff. I could turn the wheel, I could jump out, I could call someone for help, but no, I'm gonna drive off that cliff. I see it coming. There's gonna be a hard stop. I refuse to do anything. I'm just watching it happen. So yeah, I'm stuck and I'm fighting myself. I keep myself back, and I don't know why.
Yeah, and then add on what's happening in the world right now. Yeah, just to make it extra fun. So Emmy, I'm so glad you're here. Welcome. Yeah. So, well, before we get to all that seriousness, let me show off sharing another picture. This is one of me and Coop and Sadie and our friend Paul from back in the day. And this was the bartender's ball, because back in the day, oh my gosh, Coop and Paul both were bartenders.
Yeah.
But Coop, oh my gosh. It was so great. It was added bonus to have a friend who was a bartender, especially at the grad back in the day at UC Davis. I was already 21, so I was free to go drinking, but the rest of the dorm wasn't. So who was buying alcohol for the dorm? Colleen was. I'm glad no one died. Yeah, and go to the grad or wherever you were working at the time. Where was that other place you were?
I worked at the grad. I worked at AJ Bumps and
AJ Bumps
Rancho.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Okay. Before I go down into like story after story about us partying and stuff, let's show this picture of the four of us. Let's see.
Why didn't anyone tell me that mustache looked so terrible? No one said anything.
Oh my God. I think you look like a fucking stud here. Paul. Like, oh my God, Paul. So what was the deal? Like, Sadie and I dressed in formals. I think I borrowed that one from Sadie because I didn't have any formals with me at Davis. Yeah, and I remember it was like winter time, right? And
it was like December, yeah.
We're freezing and in the car, and you and Paul were driving. Paul was in the passenger side, and we couldn't have the heater on because it dried out Paul's contacts.
Right, his eyeballs were drying out.
Yeah, and I feel like other stupid things happened that way, but the four of us, I'm sure, had a great time because, well, we hung out a lot. So
yeah, drinks and we just got It was at the Buckhorn in Winters.
That's right. Yeah. So anyway, and here's just another picture. When I was looking for this picture I probably have other ones of us, Coop, but I knew where this one was, so I grabbed it, and it's a fun one. And here's just another picture I saw at the same time. This is probably circa like 1984 or so, but the 80s called and they said they want their picture back.
Yeah.
Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Look at that. It's so quintessential 80s.
Oh my gosh.
You can make a poster out of that and be a symbol for the decade right there. The hair is awesome.
And I know I've loved wearing men's jackets with sleeves rolled up. Yeah, and the hair, of course, super 80s. And, you know, that must have been right before Davis or something, because that looks like the kind of my hair looks like, this is super important. I know everybody cares. But that's how my hair looks like in my my reg card, which I still have because it's like one of my favorite pictures of myself as my first reg card at Davis. Yeah, and I'm guessing that me and my boyfriend Daryl at the time, hey Daryl, hey, I think we were hired. I think we each got $50, which were righteous bucks, to serve like appetizers at his brother's. He was a lawyer, in his brother's backyard little party. And yeah, I think that we had to wear bow ties. So yeah, anyway, that's enough of that. Okay, Coop. So let's go ahead and start checking in. So I want everyone to know that whether you're watching now or in the future, the healing that we're doing for Coop, I say we, me and my guides, the healing we're doing for Coop is just, you know, pay attention and see how you feel in your body. And this is my intention. It's for everybody. So there might be a piece of it that helps you, or who knows, magic works in so many mysterious ways that maybe Coop just saying out loud and being vulnerable and saying, I'm stuck. Because you know for sure, Coop is not the only one. Personally, I don't feel stuck today. And that's a special day when I don't feel a little bit stuck. But the day's young. So there's always time. Yeah. So, all right. So let's get out the old pendy. And Coop, I know it's extra special for you that Moss is back here as backup from the IT Crowd. And if you haven't seen the IT Crowd, it's a show from a couple years ago starring Chris O'Dowd. And do you know how to say Moss's real name? Richard Ayoade?
Richard, I don't know. No, I don't know if you pronounce the E on the end or not. I don't know.
I think his mother or father is Nigerian. And what Dave says about Nigerians' names, I don't know why he said this, but he's like, yeah, they don't use a vowel. They don't include a vowel in their spelling that they don't enunciate. I don't know if that's true, but that's how I've come up with Richard Ayoade. Okay. That's important. That's important. Okay, so let me do this. Yay, Teresa's here. Hi, Teresa. Sorry I missed you in Sacramento or San Diego this week. And but yeah. Anyway, there was a wedding that Dave and I did not go to, where Teresa was. Yeah. So, and I bet the wedding was beautiful. Okay. So blah blah blah. Let's check in. So. Actually, let's do a quick grounding first. So Coop, you participate. Anybody can participate that wants to. This is just my version, but it's one of my rituals that I already do, even though I'm late to the party, because people have told me for years, you need to ground yourself. Yeah. Anyway, whatever. People say
one of the first steps before working on a computer, you're supposed to ground yourself because you don't want to.
Oh, literally. Like, yeah. So you don't electrocute yourself?
Well, yeah. you want to static charge the components. You don't want to damage your equipment. So yeah, you ground yourself before you start.
Learn something every day. Yeah, and what's the name of your business? Like, have you launched your business yet? What is it?
BitHammer. Like kind of going for computers, but also like handcrafted technology solutions. I'm not,
Ooh.
Yeah, kind of like I have a logo that kind of looks like as a blacksmith, hammering on an anvil, but there's a computer is what he's building. So
cool.
Sometimes it's like, damn it, I'm going to make this fit. I'm going to make. And other times it's more of a craftsman. I'm going to build something custom for somebody, whether it be a computer or a piece of software or whatever. So that's it.
Very cool. BitHammer. Beautiful. Yeah, that kind of reminds me of my brother's logo for his business. Industrial strength, and it's like some big muscle guy. Anyway,
I hadn't seen that, but that's what I got pretty much. It's what I've done. And that's where I had it in my mind. I was percolating. That's why I thought of it. But yeah,
coolio. Okay, so let's check. So once again, this is for everybody. There's probably a little bit of something for everybody. Todo un poco, I think that's a little bit of everything, and a terrible restaurant in Sacramento. Yeah, in Elk Grove. Or at least I didn't like it, like probably 16 years ago. So maybe they've gotten their shit together by now. Okay, so that being said, so my name is Colleen. Oh, sorry, grounding. Already forgot. Okay, so if you want to play along, just sit quietly with your eyes closed. If you're driving, don't close your eyes right now. Okay, and I like to start, well, let's see which one is best for you, Coop. So can we determine which chakra would be best to ground from? Yes. You're going to ground from your first. Yes. Your second, third. Okay. So root chakra. So down by your tailbone, we're going to just picture that ball of light, that beautiful energy center, your first chakra. It's red if you're putting a color on it. And we're going to send all of that energy down, 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 down into beautiful Gaia, Mother Earth. And then we're going to bring up that beautiful Mother Earth energy up through our feet and up through our energy fields. And while we're doing that, we're going to open up our crown chakra and allow in the beautiful cosmic energy. And then I always think of it as the two energies are meeting and interfacing and creating this beautiful bubble of support and healing for us for our work today. So, okay. So let's make sure. My name is Colleen. Yes, it's safe and appropriate to work with Coop today. It is. Okay, we're going to start with usual suspects. We are. So usual suspect, nooks and crannies. So, Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Oh, goody, it's not. Okay, you have one or more dead people with you? Ooh, you sure do. Okay, this is exactly one dead person? Yes. Is this anybody that you've known in this lifetime? No. So this is a stranger to you? Yes. Okay, this is a dead male? Yes. A dead female? No. Okay, so this deceased male is ready to move on to the light? No. Okay, so not quite ready. And if you're interested in doing this kind of work, I have a video talking about releasing dead people, my take on it. It's on my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. Okay, so this deceased gentleman needs a little bit of help to move on to the light. He does. Okay, this is something on my master menu. It is. So let's get out my trusty binder. Okay. So this is in column A. No. This is in column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row? Yes. In row 1? No. 3? No. 5? No. 7? Yes. Okay. So that's leading me to, we're going to release a chapter motion for this fella to help him leave you, Coop, because if you're feeling stuck, having a dead person with you probably doesn't help at all. And if you're sensitive enough, like me, I don't pick up dead people anymore. I have enough other things getting my attention. But when I used to pick up dead people, sometimes they were fucking gnarly. And well, the most extreme one was, I can't think of a good reason to be alive anymore. And it was a girl who'd committed suicide. And as soon as I released her, then I was back doing my thing. So let's see what this dude needs. So this is an emotion in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row? Yes. Okay. In row 1? No. 3. 3. Okay. This is energy of crying? No. Discouragement? Yes. Okay. So what I was also going to say is if you're sensitive, you might start feeling their stuff, is kind of what I was trying to get at. So if I couldn't say so, I wouldn't be able to talk. So and awesome and yeah. Okay. I always think my show would be a great drinking game for yeah. Okay. So but discouragement. So Coop, I would imagine there's a little bit of discouragement in you feeling stuck and
yeah. I'm not particularly I mean, I've been dealing with this for a while now, and it's like,
yeah.
I'm not encouraged. Not seeing,
Yeah, right?
seeing an end soon. Yeah.
Well, let's clear this up for this dude. So this is energy of discouragement. Yes. And this is for this dead guy. Yes. Is it safe and appropriate to release this for him now? Yes. Okay. So we're going to send all of this energy of discouragement, this frequency, this vibration of discouragement that he's holding on to. We're sending that all to the light. And in its place, we're going to fill his energy field up with energy of forgiveness, encouragement, safety, stability, support, peace, calm, and serenity, and a lot of love. So, did we successfully clear this energy of discouragement for our deceased gentleman with Coop? Yes. Okay, good. Is there anything else he needs in order to move on to the light? Nope. So is he ready? Yes. Would Jesus be the best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay. Give me a moment, or give us a moment. So Coop, you can say goodbye to your little friend. Okay. Man, that was a great day when I discovered I could release dead people. Yeah, energy work is a lot of on-the-job training and a lot of, oh shit, I've never seen this before. How do we handle it? And yeah, and if you're into this kind of stuff, keep up with it. And then you can become a badass too. I feel like a fucking badass. Like yeah, okay, I don't need to talk about myself. But I do feel like a badass. Like, fuck, man. Like, I was floundering for a long time in my life. What do I want to fucking do? Wasn't going to be a teacher anymore. I was never a teacher, but that was my dream. I could taste it. And then it hit me like, no. And then I worked in welfare for a while. Oof, that was good training. But, oh, God. Hi, Chip. Thanks for joining us. Yeah. And then I remember lying in my bed at night working for the county and like, gosh, what I need, telling the universe, like, hey, what can I do? Like every night. And then I got in a car accident with some friends one night, and it led me to a chiropractor, which led me to chiropractic. And then one day it hit me, I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm doing this. Okay. Go where you're led. Okay. So did we successfully clear this dead person from Coop? Yes. Okay, Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Woohoo, that's a yes. Okay, so our next step is to keep checking you for usual suspects. Yes. Okay, so I'm going to start at the top. So Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your body. Yes. Your space. Yes. Your home. Yes. Each and every one of your energetic bodies. No. Okay, so let me get to that chart. Okay, so cool. Coop, cool Coop. Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your physical body. Yes. Your etheric body. Yes. Your astral body. No. So what is that, you might ask? I really don't know. It's one of my places I check for nooks and crannies, or usual suspects. Yeah. And so what it says on my chart here, it says, it has to do with emotional imprints. Okay. But what I'm looking for is to clean out your energy field. So let's see what's in there. So, Coop, in your astral body, there's somebody else's energy. Yes. This is somebody that you know, a human on the planet. No. This is somebody in non-physical. No. This is a part of you, Coop. Okay, cool. All right. So this is a part of you from this current lifetime? No. This is part of you from a past lifetime? Yes. Okay, can we know which lifetime? Yes. This is exactly one lifetime ago? Yes. Okay. So this part of you, Coop, so I'll just say it out loud because it's something that shows up a lot. Is this a deep, dark part of you? Okay, so that's what resonates. I'm always looking for the words that resonate. So it resonates as you have a deep, dark part of you, Coop, from one lifetime ago. Yeah, that's making itself known here. So, okay, cool. So would it be helpful to know what age you were when you created this one lifetime ago? No. Do we have permission to bring light to this part of you so it's not a thing anymore, lurking in the background, hurting your field? Yes. Okay, so we're going to do something on my master menu. No. We're going to do something on my newer menu. Yes. Okay. So, all right, we're looking at some mystery work. No. A vulnerability, a curse, spell, or voodoo. No. A shared chakra. No. Is this a suffering loop we need to look at? A suffering loop. Coop's loop. Okay. Yeah. Coop's loop. Yeah. Okay, I'll stop. So my brain wants to go another direction and probably make a little song out of it. This probably won't be a musical episode, although don't worry, I have more songs to share in the future. Oh, before we get to this past life suffering loop and clear it up, I'd like to officially announce now that we are officially in fall, and it's cold. It's cold in San Diego. I don't know. Is it cold in Sacramento?
Today is in the 70s, which is the first time it's been in the 70s since probably springtime. So yeah,
because it's hotter than hell in Sacramento. Like I need to tell you. Yeah, I lived there for many years. What was I going to say? Damn it. Well, I'm sure it was super important. Okay, well, whatever. Let's get back to Coop's loop. So there's a suffering loop that needs to be eradicated, sent on a different trajectory. Yes. And when I say suffering loop, what it brings to mind is, yeah, stuck on something in this past life that it just kind of, it probably doesn't even, how do I say this? So obvious. Kind of like if you have a headache and you just can't, it's just like it keeps feeding on itself. And sometimes you need to introduce something like aspirin, which I avoid that kind of stuff, but I try to. But sometimes you just need to do something to like change the pattern, change the trajectory. Melody's here. Yay. Hello, Ellen. She liked my imitation of Phoebe. Oh, no, that wasn't Phoebe. That was a character from the show Ellen. She also liked my imitation of, of Phoebe. So really important for me and Melody. Anyway, I have to share this. Okay, well, it's Coop with a K, but I super appreciate. Erica, as I mentioned before, Erica and Art, her husband, are musicians, and they're amazing. And she just wrote a little song, Coop's Loop, we're going in a circle, yeah, Coop's Loop, fuck yeah. Okay, and we'll just share because I'm excited anytime I can do anything with technology. Well, Ellen, or Melody's saying, hello, Ellen. Yeah, Melody and I were joined at the hip in chiropractic school, and one of our clever classmates called us melancholy. But we were not melancholy. We were laughing all the time. And I thank Melody for helping me to get through the rigors of chiropractic school. It was a lot, to say the least. Okay, so Coop's loop. Let's get back to the suffering loop. So we're ready to get rid of this suffering loop, take care of it. We are, and we're going to use a bypass circuitry for this. Yes. So this is my my system called bypass circuitries that Gaia, Mother Earth, she takes care of, and I see these as pattern disruptors. So I'm responsible for the setup. So let's see which one we're going to use today. So this is in column A, no. This is in column B, yes. In an odd numbered row, yes. In row 1, no. 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. Okay, this one's called Transformational Awakening.
Sounds good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
And I like to always point out that bypass circuitries, that whole chart came out right after George Floyd was murdered. Anyway, yeah. So just nice little reminder of when this started. Okay. Okay, so Gaia, are you ready to facilitate the revelation of this bypass circuitry for the suffering loop for Coop 1 lifetime ago? Yes. This is safe and appropriate and from the light? Yep. Are we ready? Yes. And Gaia, would you like my assistance? Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes and hold space. And Coop, you can't do it wrong. Close your eyes. Keep your eyes open. Just as much as you can be in allowing mode. Here we go. Okay. And, you know, I always tell people, like, your results may vary, but had some really cool things happen as a result of getting rid of these deep, dark parts of us, as you can imagine. So, okay. So, Gaia, have you successfully facilitated the revelation of this bypass circuitry for the suffering loop for Coop 1 lifetime ago? Yes. Thanks, Gaia. You're awesome. Okay, so is there something else to do to bring light and eradicate this suffering loop? Yes. This is on my master menu? No. This is on my newer menu? No. Is this one of the hidden ancestral vows? Yeah, that have been my jam lately. One of my jams. Okay. Oops. All right. This is on page 1. No, this is on page 2. Yes. This is a family hidden ancestral vow. No. Deciphering. No. Sirius Andromedan. No. Witches. No. Tolerance. No. Depression, relaxation. Yes. And I know some of these sound goofy, but I go with the words my guides give me. I argue with them, but they always win because, not to put us humans down, but we're not the sharpest tools in the intergalactic shed. Let's just face it. Like, I work with others who are have a broader perspective and can see, like, this is what's possible, when we oftentimes think, this is what's possible. Yeah. Anyway, so I go with what they say. So the name of this one is Excess Serendipity. No. Installing Confusion and Abandonment. No. Reboot. Yes. Okay. Reboot. So this is safe and appropriate to clear this for you. Past life coop in this suffering loop. Yes. Anything else we need to know about this? Nope. Are we ready? Yes. Okay. Give me a moment. You just relax. Okay. Yeah, these hidden ancestral vows get me out of all kinds of upset. Like, they're really powerful. Fascinating. Anyway, don't mind me while I'm fascinated by my own work. Yeah, I didn't go to school for this. I went to chiropractic school. I have a doctorate that I don't use anymore, except when I adjust Dave. Yeah. So blah, blah, blah. Okay, so enough about me. Do we successfully clear this depression, relaxation, hidden ancestral vow called Reboot for this deep, dark part of Coop from one lifetime ago? Whew, that's a lot. Yes. Okay, good. So does this deep, dark part of Coop still exist? No. Have we successfully brought light to it and it no longer is a thing? Yes. Do we need to send that past life part of Coop we've just been working with? Do we need to send that to the light? Yes. This formerly stuck part of Coop. Yes. Would Jesus be the best escort? Yep. Jesus, are you ready? Yep. Okay, let's give Jesus a moment. Okay. So did we successfully send that part of you to the light? Yep. Okay, cool. So back to your astral body. So my name is Colleen. Yes. Coop, you're testing as yourself. Yes. Okay. So Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your astral body. Yes. Good. So we took care of that. Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits each and every one of your energetic bodies. Yes. Each and every one of your chakras. Yes. Each and every one of your clairs. No. Ooh. So any of your senses can be clear. I call them the clairs playfully, but there's clairaudience, clairvoyance. Any of your senses can be heightened where you might have gifts there. Sometimes these gifts might seem like curses, like being sensitive, but really when you start to understand how to play with or understand yourself and your energy, life is so different. Oh my God, life gets so much better. And I get it. This isn't everyone's gig to do. So that's why people like me are here saying, hey, get a mini session, get a real session, a full session. They're both real sessions. They're just different because one I do by myself and one I do on the phone or Zoom if you really need to see it happen. Anyway, not my favorite. Gosh, Colleen, how do you really feel? Yeah, so Coop, one of your clairs is showing up. So we're looking at, so Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your clairaudience. Yes. Your clairvoyance. Yes. Your clairsentience. Yes. Your clairolfaction, which is smell. Yes. Your clairgustinance, which is taste. Yes. Okay, well, those are the regular 5, but let's go to what I call the fun list. Okay, so these are clairs, air quotes, clairs that have shown up over time, not the time, lots of times. Okay, it's plural. This is, so Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your clear freedom. Ooh, that's a no. Okay, if you didn't intuit it, my answer by going, ooh, well, let me just tell you, clear freedom is showing up as a thing. So Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your clear freedom. No, somebody else's energy is in there. Yes. Okay, this is a living person on the planet. Ooh, that's a yes. Okay, this is a male. No, this is a female. It's a hesitant female. Yeah, okay. And don't worry, Coop. Like, if it shows up as somebody, like we don't have to expose who it is if it's hard to. But so is this a family member? Nope. Is it who I'm thinking it is? It's who I'm thinking it is, Coop. You know who I'm talking about, right? We don't need.
Probably. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting a little parched here. Okay.
I think it's really sad, Coop, that you feel the need to drink vodka on. Wait till keep it to yourself, dude. Okay. Yeah, good for you. Lots of water. Okay. So it's a female. Okay. You know who it is. You know, I know. You know.
Yeah, you can say, I don't think there's any. I mean, I don't know. I personally, I don't care if you say, but they might, but they're not here. It's
well, right. Starts with an S.
Yeah.
Of course. Okay. So, all right. Yeah. So just in case she ever saw this, well, this is for her too. This isn't like she did anything bad.
No, she knows I'm sitting here talking to you right now, actually. So she probably will watch this later.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, S. So,
what did we just say at this point? Can we just say?
Shauna?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Shauna. So,
yeah.
With my show, I'm always worried about like outing somebody who doesn't want to be whatever.
Yeah, she's probably very, very happy, but that's not my problem right now.
Yeah. So, yeah. Okay. So Shauna's energy is in your clear freedom. Okay. And once again, that doesn't mean she's done anything wrong. It's just magic happens in all kinds of ways. Yeah. So, and sometimes when I'm checking myself, like my husband, who I think is the best thing ever, or person ever, he's not just a sex object. Yeah. If he shows up in part of my field, well, then I clear that. It's like these things happen for good reasons. So, okay. So is there something, so does she belong in your clear freedom? No. Okay. Is there something we can do to give her energy back to her? Yeah. Okay. So this first thing we're going to do is just for her. No, this is just for you, Coop. No, this is for the two of you. Yes. Okay. This is on my master menu. No, this is on my newer menu. No, this is one of those hidden ancestral vows. It is. Good. Okay. Okay. Give me a second. All right. This hidden ancestral vow is on page 1. No, it's on page 2. Yes, in an odd. I'm sorry. So used to saying in an odd numbered row. No, this one's not set up like that. This is a family hidden ancestral vow. No, deciphering hidden ancestral vow. Sirius Andromedan. No, witches. No, tolerance. Okay, the category is tolerance. This one's called spiritual expansive. No, disabling financial abundance. Yes. So I know the words sound weird. Nothing I ever do is to like it sounds like, oh, we're going to disable financial abundance. Of course not. And I don't have the power to do that. Fuck, man. I wouldn't want to do that to my worst enemy. I wouldn't want to do that to the orange one even. Yeah. So, yeah, bad karma on me, right? So I see this as helping to clear out old ancestral that have to do with disabling your financial abundance. So this is only about more abundance. So this is for both of you. Yes. So this is for Coop and Shauna, and this is safe and appropriate from the light, and you're both willing to receive this. And we have permission to do this for Shauna on the necessary energetic level. We do. Good. Okay. Are we ready? Yep. Okay. You just relax. Give me a moment. And if she is having a hard time, I would love to help her. Like if this helps her, fuck yeah. Yeah, I want everyone to be happy and in love. Like I do. Unless you don't want to be in love, then I don't want that for you. But yeah, I want that for everybody. Everybody. Like I just want everyone to feel better because I've had a hard time feeling good in this lifetime. So yeah, I'm not gonna fucking cry this time. God damn it! I'm gonna make it through the whole thing, even though my eyes are crying.
Well, that's you mentioned it last week, but that's have you read the book Conversations with God? It's not an endorsement, but that's how you tell when something you're feeling is really true. When you feel that feeling.
Yeah, I know somebody who calls them tears of validation. Yeah, and I totally agree. But just I'm a human, and I get a little embarrassed crying in front of people. Anyway, okay.
I feel weird when I cry. I hate the way I sound.
Oh, well, I'm sure it's extra hard because I think dudes in our society aren't really trained to like feel like, oh, it's okay to feel my emotions and express them. I'm just going to say it. Dave cried the other day. He got real triggered. He cried for a second when he told me something and he was like feeling bad that he was crying. And I'm like, I remember saying this to Jim, my ex-husband back in the day on the rare occasion that he would cry. I love it when men cry because I always feel like it's going to make them last longer, live longer. Because you got to let it out. You got to let it out. Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So we successfully cleared this tolerance hidden ancestral vow called disabling financial abundance for both you and Shauna. Yes. Okay. Is there something else we can do to get Shauna's energy out of your Claire freedom? Yes. Okay. This is on my master menu. No. Is this another hidden ancestral vow? Okay. This one's on page 1. It is. Okay. This is a facilitating hidden ancestral vow. No. An awakening hidden ancestral vow. It is. Okay. This one's called opening transformation. It is. Okay. Patiently supporting replenishing. No. Okay. Opening transformation. This is for both of you again. Yes. This is safe and appropriate from the light. And you're both willing to receive this healing / clearing. Yes. Okay. Are we ready? We are. Just relax. And I just want to say, because it popped into my head, I was talking about, like, I have this like inevitable, I don't call it that anymore, beat up time after I do my show or I do a session for somebody. And I'm not doing that anymore. That's fucking bullshit. Unless it helps, unless I have a realization like, oh, fuck, I don't ever want to do that again. And I take the steps to change it. I'm not doing that anymore. So I just wanted to brag about that for a second. I not to hurt myself, patting myself on the back. Anyway, progress. Okay, so do we successfully clear this awakening hidden ancestral vow called opening transformation for both of you? Yes. Okay, is there anything else we need to do in order to give Shauna her energy back? No. Okay, so Coop, your soul is the only soul that inhabits your Claire freedom. Yes. Your soul's the only soul that inhabits each and every one of your clairs. Yes. Each and every one of your cranial nerves. Yes. Each and every, or your love space. Yes. Okay. Well, that's it for the usual suspect, nooks and crannies. Coop, your third eye is open, happy, and receptive. Yes. Okay. Well, it's afternoon. I cannot believe how fast an hour goes by. To me, that's always an indicator that I'm in my flow. Because as I mentioned, I can sit down to meditate and set a timer for 5 minutes and it'll be like, is it done yet? Are we done yet? Oh my God, so impatient. And yeah. Okay, so Coop, is that a good place to stop? Nope. Are we gonna do one more thing? We're gonna do one more thing. Okay, this is on my master menu. No, this is on my newer menu. It is, okay. Is this a vulnerability? Ooh, you have a vulnerability. Awesome. I see this as like a chink in the armor, in your armor. So like a little, a vulnerable spot where crap comes in. So, Coop, are you ready for us to mend this vulnerability for you? Yep. Those are the words that resonate. Yes, we're going to use a magic doorway. We are. So I have a magic doorway chart. This came through several years ago through my guides, mostly Arcturians at the time. Yeah. Anyway, and I gave it like is it a Latin name? I don't speak Latin, but I call it Ratio Mysticum.
Ooh.
So it's like a mystical, I forgot what ratio means. Fuck. Anyway, so I'm glad I mentioned it anyway. Ratio Mysticum. Woo! So it's extra exciting. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to use a magic doorway in column A. Yes. In an odd numbered row? No. In row 2, 4, 6, 6. That's a, yeah. Are we going to use more than one magic doorway? Oh, we are. Concurrently. So our first one is in column A in an odd numbered row. Okay, this is in row 1, 3, 5, 7, 7. Okay, our first one is called Returning to Pyramid Focus. Okay. And the next one is in column A. No, it's in column B. Yes. In an odd numbered row. Yes. In row 1. Yes. This is called Galactic Engagement for Opening Joy. So we're going to clean up this, we're going to mend, that's the word that resonates for this process. We're going to mend this vulnerability of yours, Coop. So are we ready? And this is safe and appropriate to use these 2 magic doorways? Yes. And it's so funny. It wasn't just until the other day that I realized, like, oh, these are like another dimension. Because anytime I personally use one of these, it's like you're walking through a doorway that goes somewhere else. And it's like, that's kind of an easy way to think of it, as like another dimension. So once again, this is called Returning to Pyramid Focus and Galactic Engagement for Opening Joy. So is Coop ready to walk through these doorways to mend this vulnerability? Yes. Are we ready? This is safe and appropriate for Coop? Yep. Okay, here we go. Just relax and allow. Do as I say, no one gets hurt. Okay. So was that sufficient time? Yes. Did we successfully mend this vulnerability for you, Coop? We did. Okay. So Coop, is that an okay place to stop for now? I know there's more we could do, but this is, well, you know, yeah. But we can always do this another time.
I'll pick another person probably as soon as I walk out the door. So
what's that?
I'll probably pick up another dead person right like that. So I'll come see you again soon.
Okay. Well, I hope you don't. Well, I hope we talk soon and maybe do a session, but I hope you're not. Yeah. And do as I say, no one gets hurt. Don't put that out there.
Okay.
Don't be sending out the invitation. Hey, dead people.
Just, yeah. I mean, we've done this before. I had somebody attach me then too. So
yeah, I used to pick up dead people all the time. And if it kept happening to you, we could always see if there was a shield that you needed or something. But anyway, oh, and by the way, I am broadcasting live to what's it called? YouTube as well. I don't know how to send invitations to that, but I'm just saying it. I'm hoping I'm going to learn from this show to see how to invite people on YouTube too. I'm attempting to increase my audience because I'm more and more willing to be seen for what I do, because I want to help people feel better is what it's all about. Yeah, the more I feel better, I want more and more people to feel better too. Anyway, so is that a good place to stop with Coop? It is. Okay, and Coop, you got exactly what you needed from this? Yes. My name is Colleen. Coop, you're testing as yourself. We are complete. So thank you, Coop, for showing up here today. And I'm going to let you go. So we'll talk soon, I hope. And I hope to see you. I hope to see you a little over a month at the barbecue.
What? November 5th, 6th?
We're coming up on the 11th. We're coming up on 11/11. Talk about magic.
Okay.
Nigel Total Day and I think Veterans Day. Anywho, thank you. I love you, my friend. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye. Okay, everyone, if anybody's still watching, well, yeah, I see some eyeballs. Thank you so much for joining me. And this is super TMI, and I am super TMI. Thank you, Emmy. I'll just share what you said. Thank you so much, Emmy, for showing up. I always appreciate it. And here's what Melody has to say. Oops, you're not Melody. I can do this. And oh, thanks, Annabelle. I love you too. And Melody wanted to give a little shout out for Coop being willing to be seen and get a healing. Yeah, and thanks everyone for showing up. And oh, my TMI-ness. Yeah, so I did my enemas this morning right before my show, and you all know I love a good enema series, and it culminates in a coffee enema, which I hold. I only held this one for like a half hour, which is, they say to do it for 15 minutes, but I like to experiment. Don't like to put things up my butt, but I'm willing to for an enema. And because I feel so much better, and I shit you not, it's wiped out so much depression and anxiety in my life. It's been nothing short of miraculous. If you ever want details on that, just send me a message. And once again, if you'd like a mini session or a full session, you can go to my website, energyhealingwithcolleen.com. And if it's your first time getting a mini session, you can have it for $50 rather than $75. That's my gift to you to give it a try. Anyway, thank you. Oh, my TMI, I keep forgetting. Yeah, for the last 15 minutes or so, I've really needed to go release a little bit more. So I think I'll go do that now. I have sphincters of steel. I'll leave you with that. So quick shout out to Coop and Shauna and Sir Steve Martin and Moonwater, and now I will let you go. I'll let you go. Okay. Just because I can. We've been going for 111 minutes, or 111, an hour and 11 minutes, and 111 is my favorite number. You're welcome, Mary. Go pee, girl. Yeah, Melody understands. But I will send you off with this. Me and Dave created a band. Dave and I can talk. Dave and I created a band called the New Agey Boys a few years ago, and I'll send you off with one of our hits. Your name is my mantra. You know that I want you in my energy field, girl. Yeah, good stuff. Thank you so much. I love you for showing up. And if you're watching now or in the future, thank you for showing up. Maybe notify a friend who might want to check out at least my version of energy work and hijinks and tomfoolery. And I hope to see you next week. Bye.